Hello everyone, my name is Tonko and welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to be looking at this 4x4 water door / lava door for MCBE. So with a click of this button here, the door will close and leave a 4x4 seamless tunnel which you can walk through. With another click of the button, it will close. So now let's check out the lava version of this door, which is just a tiny bit slower. So once again, with the click of this button here, the door will open. Once again, fully seamless 4x4 tunnel. And with the click of a button again, it will close. So like you see, and this is what we're going to be building. So let's go on with this tutorial. And so to start off this tutorial, we're going to be building the 4x4 lava door, just because the water and the lava door are very similar. So I'm just going to start off with this one purely because it's a bit easier to change this one to the water door than it is to change the water door to this one. So anyway, we are going to be needing blocks of your choice, which can be any. Quite a lot of redstone dust, repeaters, observers, redstone blocks, normal pistons, sticky pistons, droppers and hoppers, and also redstone torches, and of course a button. So to start off, we're going to be placing 4 sticky pistons with blocks above them. Now this is going to be one level below your ground floor, so what you want to do is place redstone on top of them with redstone across like that, and a repeater going round like so, just with redstone, and then a repeater set to there. Oh yeah, we're also going to be needing a comparator. Then place droppers like this, which will create a T flip-flop, which when a button output can turn into a lever output. And then so let's get a comparator here. Then we're going to place that facing away from that dropper there with a block in front of that. Then destroy that piece of redstone, and let's get a redstone torch to place that there, like so. And then that should extend those pistons. Now that will be your floor level. So put any choice of item in the top left dropper, and then a repeater set to 4 ticks with a piece of redstone like so, with a redstone block and a piston on top of that, with another piston one above of that other piston, with both having redstone blocks above of them. Now you want to place 2 more redstone blocks with any choice in the middle like so, and then you want to build your double-sided sticky pistons on each side. So place a block up from the 4 cross pistons, and place 2 pistons facing towards the other side like so, with the blocks in front of them, and do that 4 highs. Let me just repeat this on the other side. So there we go. Now we're starting to see the frame of this. So what you want to do now is place redstone dust there and redstone dust there. Now these should not be on. If they are on, then you place them in the wrong place. Then what you want to do is place an alternating pattern once again, ending on the redstone block like so. Okay, so now what you want to do is come up 2 blocks, place a piston like so. Do the same with the other side like so. Oh, let me just place that back with 2 pistons this time. There we go. And then this time it's just going to have blocks. Oh wait, I placed that too high. So what you want to do now is quickly just move all those pistons down 1. So there we go. Now that should work. Now place blocks just going straight up to that piston, and yeah. Okay. And let me just get some slabs here. So what you want to do is place a block with a 4 tick delay repeater on like so. This is the one with the checker pattern of redstone blocks. Then place a block in front of that with a piece of redstone on that. Then block up, block down, redstone there. Another repeater set to 4 tick on that block. Now do the same with the other side. So block up, block across, piece of redstone, and then repeater going into that piston. Now what that will do is when those redstone blocks get pushed down, they will be pushed back up, so it turns off the piston so it doesn't stay activating. Now what you want to do is place blocks on them, like so, with a repeater on one tick going off of them. Wait, you actually have to change that to an observer facing downwards. So once again, just repeater set to one tick on those with 2 observers facing off of them. Now we are working on the double piston extender. So once again, do the same with the other side. To remove those, swap it out for normal observers facing downwards. Redstone set to one tick on them, and then 2 observers in front of them with blocks on their faces. Now go around to the other side, place an upside down observer, but this time set to 4 ticks on them, and this time just 1 observer on the face with blocks in front of them. Now do the same to the other side. Then once you've done that, these are the double piston extenders fully done. So just quickly place observers on all of those faces, like so, with blocks in front of them. Okay, so now what you want to do is place another piston there, another piston on there, so it's like the first piston, blocks like that. Then place a you would place a sticky piston on those blocks there, so that should be facing downwards. So now we want to come out 2 blocks and then an upper block, like so, 2 blocks, 4 blocks across that, then just all wire these up with the redstone, like so. Now if we place a redstone block, all of those will retract and extend at the same time. Now what you want to do is place a tube like so, going up so it's one above that redstone, and this is what is going to hold the lava. So at the end of this video, make sure to put the lava in those tunnels either side at the very top. That is important that you have to do it at the top. If you are doing the water door instead of the lava door, then don't do this yet. Do it when I fully finish the water door after that, just because you have to tweak it a bit, otherwise the water will flood everywhere and we do not want that. Now place redstone repeaters set to 4 ticks all along here, so 4 ticks there, 4 ticks there, 4 ticks there, and then place redstone across all of those repeaters. So now what you want to do is get an observer and then place an facing that way on the second observer from that little tube with redstone on top of it, and then a repeater like so. Then place an observer on its face. That will activate them, but quickly swap that out for an observer. Then what you want to do is place observers all the way going up to the edge of the tube. So once you have done that, you should destroy that one, place it for a normal block, and then set a redstone with a repeater set to just 1 tick so you don't have to do anything, and then place an observer in front of that with a block on its face, then a block to the side with a piece of redstone just on that. So then what you want to do is place a repeater set to, I think it's 1 tick that I have to set this. After I'll change that. Wait, let me just check. Yeah, it is 1 tick, but then grab yourself some hoppers and droppers, so change that to 1 tick. Then we're going to be doing another T flip-flop, which you should have learned from the previous one that we did about 5 minutes ago. So if you don't understand this, then just copy that one. So now what we want to do is place a comparator coming off there with a going into that block with redstone to the side of it, and then you want to place a repeater set to just 1 tick on that one and that one. So now this should be our lava door all fully done and dusted. So make sure you have a item, just quickly change the item for it to be in there, and put a block above that one and a block above that one so the lava doesn't escape, because that's the last thing you want to happen. And then fill in these blocks like so, and that will create your door. So now quickly just place another item in that dropper. And now if we click this button here, what should happen is, well, let me just change that. So I've actually need to place blocks here as well. I've just placed the roof a bit too high, but that does not matter. And then now, why is this not working? If this doesn't work, then what you have to do is place the item back in there and then try it again. So sometimes it just get a bit confusing. And there we go. So now that should be working, and when we click the button again, it should close. So as you can see now, it is a normal 4x4 tunnel. And then once again, where those tubings were, you need to place your lava. So now we're going to be working on the water door. So to start off with the water door, what you have to do is remove this and remove all of this, like so. So just remove this top line of Peters and observers. So instead you need to keep that comparator facing into that block, and then just remove all of these, replacing that observer with just a normal block. So all of those repeaters to one tick, like so. Okay, now we just have to replace that redstone as well. So now what we're going to do, instead of, as well as having a comparator there, you need to place another comparator coming out of that block. Let me just grab a piston with a sticky piston and an observer. So the sticky piston is facing away from that. Then delete this block for a minute and then place the observer and then place the block back in. So now if we give it a try, so once again the bottom, this circuit at the bottom has failed, and this isn't, well, this circuit can work differently for different people. So what you have to do is place the item in the bottom right corner, and then also what you can do, if that still doesn't work, let me just try it. So this time it should close like so, and then if I were to click it again, as you can see, this has failed a different time, but once it starts working, it will always work. So let me just change, you can change that repeater to different ticks as well to see if that will work better. I just had it on 4 ticks before, just because that was the design that it was before. So now we're just going to replacing that torch with a piece of redstone, and if this works fine in your world, then you don't have to do any of this. But now, as you can see, it's closing, and then once again if you click on the button, this time it doesn't close. So this is different on everybody's world. Like I said, you just have to change it sometimes. So that should be all looking fine. I think it's just when one thing breaks, I think the whole thing breaks. So we just have to keep reminded of that. So now let's just try this again. Let's change this time back to 4 ticks. You just have to keep on fiddling around if this doesn't work, because it doesn't always work. Sometimes it's just with the T flip-flops on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Sometimes it can go wrong. So I'm just trying to see if it does work, or it's just the output there. But it should be working fine. So let me just try this again. So make sure that those pistons are like that. And now this time let's try it. So it will close. Let's hit the button again. And yeah, finally this is working. So that's all from me, and I'll see you all later.